With the second pick in the 2022 NBA Draft, the Oklahoma City Thunder select Chet Holmgren from Gonzaga University.
Yo, what is up guys? It's your boy Jelson here, and today we're back up with a brand new NBA video. In today's video we're going to be talking about something, or someone rather, that is close to me, not physically but in my heart, because he's from the same state as me, and a prospect that has been getting a lot of hype through Pro-Am, through college, and obviously now being drafted number 2 overall. Chet Holmgren is the guy I'm going to be talking about today. Now, Chet Holmgren went to high school like 15 or 20 minutes away from me, so being able to like watch him grow up and watch his highlights and see him in person and all that kind of sways my opinion, so I'm biased in this situation. But I want to make a video on this because I made a video about Paulo Banchero, and I also made a video about Giddey, and I made a video about a couple other guys in this class, but I want to make one about Chet because I feel like personally I have enough film and enough of my own context on Chet to make a real analysis of his game and what I believe he can become and what I think his floor is and what I think his ceiling is. And let me tell you, I have very high hopes, and my ceiling for him is very, very high. That's not saying that his ceiling, he's going to reach his ceiling, because in my opinion, when I say ceiling, I think this is something that he can become, but it's very, 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 very low chance that he will become this. But my personal ceiling for him is like a Kevin Durant type of player, which is, as I said, very, very high. Caliber player, one of the best of all time, and something that I probably don't see happening, but it's something that I can see because obviously you say, oh, look, they're a similar build. Oh, okay, that's a super easy comp. You're just saying that because they're built the same and they're the same height, or whatever you want to say. No, I'm saying this because they play super similarly. The difference is Chet is a much better defender. And I think that's going to compensate for some of the offensive firepower that he lacks that Kevin Durant had coming into the league. And Chet is a fantastic shooter, so it's not like he's necessarily, a bad player or offensive player, but he's just not great compared to Kevin Durant. Come on, we're talking about one of the best, if not the best offensive players or player of all time. It's like, okay, nobody compares to him. So let me say this right now. Chet is a fantastic offensive player, a fantastic defensive player, and his size obviously does scare me. But there's questions that I do have about his game and things that I did see while watching him grow up that I think could answer some of those questions. And the biggest question there was, well, he's super skinny. Is he going to be able to defend at a NBA level? And I think so. And it's something that a lot of people have brought up, but some people just don't know or they refuse to believe. But I want to bring it up again just so you guys can hear it again. It is that Chet is not so much a point of attack defender and more so a help defender. In a way, he's going to be able to slide over and get a block, slide over and get a contest. He's not going to be a great one-on-one post defender like a Joel Embiid, for example, Robert Williams. Those type of guys, they're built and they can stand their own one-on-one against another big man. But I feel like Chet's going to be a great help defender in a way like Giannis is. And obviously Giannis is built, so it's kind of weird to say that, but Giannis can be a point of attack defender. But what makes Giannis a very valuable defender is rather than the point of attack defending, it's the help defense type of stuff. Reminds me of a guy like Jaden McDaniels or guys like that. Giannis plays super similar. Jaden McDaniels plays super similar. Guys like that is my comparison on the defensive side of the ball for Chet Holmgren. Just a little different because he's taller than those people. But overall, I think that he's going to be a fantastic defender at the NBA level. There's obviously question marks, as I've said. But those things will be surely sorted out as long as he has a competent coaching staff around him, which I sure hope he does with OKC. A lot of young guys to learn from, and I do have questions about without veteran leadership, how is there going to be much growth? That's a completely different question mark that has something to do with OKC rather than Chet himself. I also have the question of, is his three-point shooting going to translate at what level? Is he going to become out of the box, one of the better big man shooters in the league? Is he going to struggle a bit? Or is he going to be a league average shooter? Or is he just going to be a bad shooter? I don't think he's going to be a bad shooter just because of his gifts, if that makes any sense. Or his skill set in general. I don't think he'll be a bad three-point shooter. I wouldn't be surprised if he's a league average shooter. But he has the upside to become a Karl-Anthony Towns type of shooter, right? A guy that can shoot lights out from three. And that's something that everyone wants, unless it's Karl-Anthony Towns, because everybody loves hate on Karl-Anthony Towns, which I don't like. But it's something that is really weird to me, because the respect goes to a lot of the post players that are very traditional, back to the basket, guys that are going to bully you in the paint, maybe bully you in the mid-range. Very little respect goes to guys that can step out and shoot a bit from the center position. This is obviously, you get a ton of respect from point guards, shooting guards, small forwards, pretty much every position except for center. I have a very different outlook on it. Obviously, growing up as a Timberwolves fan, watching Karl-Anthony Towns shows me a little bit of the potential that a shooting big man, plus having the upside on defense that Chet has, makes me very excited to watch him play at the NBA level. Makes me very excited to see if he can continue with the progress that he's been at. He was the number 2 overall pick, obviously, and it was one of those things where, in my personal opinion, he's either going to be the best player in the draft or he can be bad. And I don't see him being bad, and that's going to be 100% honest, because in the Summer League, for what it's worth, he was defending at a very, very, very high level. And it was like one of those things where, okay, you're defending at an elite level in the Summer League, which that, in my opinion, is showing me that it's going to at least translate to at least an average defender when it comes to regular NBA competition. And also, offense is something that you can see needs a little bit of work when it comes to fine-tuning a couple details, but his natural shot making is a lot better than a lot of guys in this draft, and he's 7 foot. So I don't know if you need any more context besides a 7 foot sharpshooter that is a elite defender. I just don't see how it can go wrong, besides maybe his size, as I've said. But Chet Holmgren is a guy that I'm super excited to watch. OKC Thunder fans know exactly what I'm talking about. Watching all his pro-am games, probably watching highlights from college, watching Summer League games. You already know what he's about. You know he's a great guy personality-wise. You know he's a great guy when it comes to the game he brings on the floor. And you know he's a great leader. That's something that he's going to provide to an OKC team where it looks like it doesn't have much leadership. SGA is a different thing. SGA is obviously a good leader, but he's been in the league for a while. Having a guy like Chet that's going to be able to be a good leader coming right into the league is going to be very, very key to this OKC Thunder team. So I'm excited to see what this Thunder team can do. But that's going to be it for today, guys. If you guys have enjoyed this video, please remember to like, subscribe. It's been your boy, Jelson. See you guys next time. Peace.